There we go. I'll need to go grab our apron out of out of the dryer. But yeah, after thinking about it, when I was out just like shopping and trying to figure out what would be a good meal for tonight to maintain our Thrifty Thursdays, I was thinking about it. I was like, what? And the thing I didn't think about before when we first started is, so it's something that like a lot of mechanics like to call the tool bill, which is
Want a treato?
we'll give Con a treato in a minute. But the tool bill is it is all of the tools you end up needing as you are a mechanic or a lot of other tradespeople start racking up and you don't realize how much money you're spending just to do your job. And that's one of the reasons why, after thinking about it, I was like, we have to get all sorts of wacky stuff together to make many of the things we make. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Loveless. Oh, I'm so sorry. You... Yeah, let's get Con out of here. Con! Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. You're very needed. Yeah. No, I'm so sorry. Come here, buddy. You are very needed right now. You are very needed. Come here. Come here, buddy. Oh, come here. Come here.
I'm here, Loveless. I'm here. Kanye's a big boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's get you a treat, buddy. I'm guessing mackerel or sardines, right? Here we go. Let's take the analysis paralysis out. Let's just get you sardines? Okay. I'm sorry, Con. I confused you. We're getting you sardines. No Con nose boops today. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get Con one of his favorites. Yeah. Yeah. Here you go, buddy. Here you go.
I'm a baby boy, and I'm here.
Oh, who's being a good little bean? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? There you go, buddy. Good buddy. Good buddy. Yeah. Have some toe beans.
My toe beans are on the house.
Hey, Fistfer, go ahead and refund that one, by the way. Go ahead and refund it. I know you have thousands of points, but no, just it's all good. That one's on the house. There we go. Of course, mate. It is the absolute bare minimum is like comforting and care. The absolute bare minimum. Oh, big boy, you're so good. You're so good. There we go. There we go. Oh, just a good boy. Just a hungry boy. Hungry, 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 hungry. Yeah. Hungry con. Hungry con. You're so hungry. He tried to chompa it to keep it with him.
I'm here right now. I'm just a baby boy. But I'm a good baby boy.
Oh. What a chompa boy. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that... I've been in similar places. Yeah. No, Deso is definitely one of the people that, like, when I first encountered, I was like, I want to be friends with this guy. And slowly but surely, we started becoming homies. So, you know, and I don't say that about just anyone. So I'm glad that, like, especially because he streams on times that I'm not around, and like if you're awake, then yeah. So yeah, I'm glad that that's been helping. Yeah. 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 Hey, Con, you're a good boy. Did we get the stains out? We got one of the stains is still kind of there, but it's okay. It's an apron. That means it's doing its job. What a chompy boy indeed. He had the zoomies so bad earlier. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Also, you didn't wake me up when I was late for work again. Last time you woke me up. This time you just like laid there and was lazy. Oh well. It's not his job to wake me up for work. I just overslept because yeah. Oh. Yeah, Khan was running everywhere. Like, I was like, what is wrong with you? I think what it was I'm cleaning up the place a lot more. And so he probably started to get confused that why it was he's probably getting confused why everything is getting picked up and all his beautiful treasures and trash are disappearing. Yeah. No. I was thinking about it today, and I was like, you know, one of the things I want to do is Yup. That is an absolute mood. Yeah, one of the things I set out to do is I wanted to after we did the first like low cost meal for college students, I was like, you know, I want to do more of this. But then like the tool bill concept was what hit. Richmond, like the tool bill concept hit because I was like, we're trying to keep it to limited tools, but then I was like, you know, the last two streams we were both done with a wok. Oh, well, there we go. The last two streams were both done with a wok. And then I was thinking to myself, if we focus all of our low-cost meals on this humble instrument, then that would help because then people don't have to buy like 50 different things. We just focus on this and a rice cooker. Red, hey! How you doing, Jay? Hope you've been well. I was gonna try to tune in Earl. No, wait, that was John. Why am I getting everyone mixed up? I'm tired. How you been, Jay? Let's give Jay a shouty. Jay is friendo. Yeah. I've been. Oh. Well, you'll be back at it soon. You'll be back at it soon. Well, so what we're doing now, Jay, is I was thinking about it, and Thursdays. So our Mondays are always our Fallout days. However, Thursdays have been kind of a scattershot. I just called it dealer's choice. But I think we're going to create a structure which is 2 days of low. I'm going to call them Thrifty Thursdays. 1 day of Kitchen Gladiators and 1 day of Community Challenge, which is when community throws down a challenge that seems pretty good, we're going to go for it. Such as this time, I'm going to try to make gluten-free cinnamon rolls. That sounds like a challenge. So gluten-free cinnamon rolls, not next week, but the week after. Because next week I'm going to be doing Kitchen Gladiators. Week after, we're going to be making gluten-free cinnamon rolls. Raw gameplay. So, but because I want to keep the tool bill down for anyone who wants to do the low-cost cooking, because the guidelines I gave myself, because when somebody said, yeah, try to keep it to, when we did the first challenge, it was try to keep it to what a college student could afford / have in a small space. And so we're keeping it to a wok. Because a wok is an OP implement. Like this right here is something you can cook a multitude of foods with. You can cook everything from mac and cheese to stir fry in a wok. Heck, I've been looking at different recipes to make like sweet breads and other such things. So the wok, the wok is probably your best bet for if you have only one thing that you can carry. This is the thing. The second tool that we're going to keep focus on is a rice cooker. Because a rice cooker is not only used for making rice, you can make quinoa in it. You can make other types of grain in it. You can steam vegetables. And one of the things I haven't tried is you can make rice cooker bread. So these two implements will, especially for someone who doesn't have a lot of money, like if you can get like if you can get a used rice cooker that's half decent, or like even like hopefully get like like this was $60 when I got it. I'm sure it's gone up because things are hard. But if you can get this and a wok, and then we'll just keep it very simple. So those are the simple implements I would like to focus on for our Thrifty Thursdays. Hey, Catalina! We were just talking about how we're structuring our Thrifty Thursdays. And that is, we're going to make sure that we keep them to limited tools. And that doesn't mean we're always going to cook Asian foods. That also means that I'm going to try to figure out how to cook like Mexican foods. We made videos in a wok. We also made, yes, I was hungry at work. I was also hungry during shopping. They look super good. Like, So Catalina posted some delightful homemade biscuits. They look like they're topped with a cheese. Oh, I want them. Look, anything with cheese is something that I have a little bit of a need for immediately. So that was, yeah. Work was a little long today, but absolutely. Wait until I restructure the cooking stuff, because we're going to actually we're going to break cooking off into its own section, and I'm going to make recipes not a thread, but like just a straight up section of it, because otherwise it hides itself when it's inactive for like a couple days. So wait until we get that done. I want to get that done over the next day. Yeah, because I want to redo the Discord a bit. There is no. We're gonna restructure how we said that. I will redo the Discord a bit because it's a little. We were slapping things onto it. I was slapping things onto it without really understanding how that affects like the initial joining of the Discord, and that made some stuff a little wonky. So we're gonna adjust things. It might. I'll make an announcement when I'm gonna start working on that, so that way if somebody like gets like if some of the stuff gets shuffled around and somebody loses access to a thing, so that they know to just hit me up, and that way I know like hit me up like Pokemon, whatever needs to be done to make sure that it all works well. But today we're gonna be making. I actually learned this recipe while I was in Japan. So we are going to be making it's a little. I'm going to be making it a little differently because we don't have raw chicken today because raw chicken was more expensive than cooked chicken. Yep, slow roaster. Like a coffee roaster. So, yeah, I don't have raw chicken on me because we went for the infamous Costco chicken. Infamous, amazing Costco chicken. So, yeah, we're going to be doing some slight adjustments, but I'll be tabulating up what the costs are because the other guideline, Jay, is I made it so that way these meals have to be $3 or less a serving. That math in my head is all right. I'm gonna make it half of a McDonald's value meal.
Smackerel poggers.
I'm gonna make it half of a McDonald's value meal per serving, and it's healthier, hopefully. Hey, Mama Silva. Yep, Costco chicken, absolute icon of a generation. All right, so we're gonna need Costco chicken. We're gonna need soy sauce. I have tamari left over, but if you're snagging soy sauce from your local restaurants or something, like just whatever you need to do to get soy sauce, that's fine. I am here to say, however you get the ingredients is absolutely fine. I didn't see shit. So we'll need tamari. We will need mirin. Aw. God, I remember, yeah, 2 for $99 at Mickey D's. Yup. Aw. No, you. Oh, it didn't detect it. I gotta get closer. Oh, okay. It detected my other finger gestures. It probably is being silly. There we go. That's fair. I'm gonna try to restore all of the stuff in recipes to, like, I'm gonna try to peel that out and turn it into its own channel. Because yeah, like I said, the next day is going to be working on the Discord day. So as well as rebuilding the computer day. What was the other thing? Ah, that's right. Cheap sake. So, once again, we're trying to keep this to less than $3 a serving. So I will tabulate out what this is costing us as we go. Next, we'll need, come on. There we go. a stoplight of peppers. Remember, you can use green peppers for this too if you have if green peppers are cheaper. Yep. This is actually a very simple recipe. Like I said, I learned this while I was in Japan. We went to we got to meet a chef, and that chef was like, "Hey, I'm gonna teach you how to cook." And this was one of the simpler meals that he made. So, and of course, where would we be without an onion? Now, we're going to be making a fair bit. So, first off, we're going to want to mix up our liquid ingredients. Because that's going to determine a lot of things. Let's see. Now, the part of teriyaki that is teri is yaki is just a type of cooking that is frying the food. Oh, this actually was interesting. So, I'm going to adjust camera, changing angle in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Because the way that you actually make teriyaki sauce is you fry it up a bit. Oh, and potato starch. We don't have a lot of potato starch left. Let me make sure this is potato starch. Smells like it. Yep, tastes like it. One for you. Absolutely. Reading my mind there. Reading my mind. We'll see what's left. Since we're going to be cooking up the better part of a chicken, we're going to see what's left afterwards. Now, let me double check my notes, but I didn't see your pot roast. Let me... One second. Sorry, today's been a busy one. There we go. No, wait, I did. I did see your pot roast. The pot roast had the carrots. Yeah, I remember talking about that. Yeah. So, the way that we calculate how to do our teriyaki sauce is 2 parts sake, 2 parts soy sauce, 3 parts mirin. This bottle right here is going to cost you about $5. This will last you. You're not going to go crazy with mirin. I'm going to promise you that. But yeah. Mirin is basically a type of it's like a rice wine. It's kind of like a cooking sherry, I guess is the best way to describe it. But mirin is, we'll do the sake last. Mirin is close to like a cooking sherry, but it's a rice wine. So let's go ahead and get the teriyaki sauce made up. So, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a double batch. 4, 5, 6. See, we're doing a double batch, and that barely made a dent in this bottle. So we'll say that this was about $1 of mirin. We might add another batch to it, but we'll see where we're at. Now, we're going to do a double batch of tamari. 1, 2, 3. 4. We might do a triple batch. And then I'll just polish off the Ozeki. Because I like the way you think, Jay. I like your funny words, Magic Man. One. 2. 3. I saw in the quesadillas. 4. You know what? I'm looking at the size of the chicken. This won't be enough. We're going to go and do a triple batch. Maybe a quadruple. Because the thing is that this is going to reduce down. Kewpie mayo, I can get it at... I can get Kewpie mayo at Winco for like $2.80. It's like $2.80 or $3.25. It's more expensive than normal mayo, but like you don't use a lot of it at a time. 1. I'll have to compare the pricing. 2. 3. 1. 2. 1. 2. So the only thing is that once again, we're going to be using a fair bit of chicken, and we are going to be doing veggies. So I think we're going to do a quadruple batch. So you're going to use about $2 of meat in. One. 2.
Did you know if you sing the part of This Is
3.
Halloween where they say this is Halloween in increasing speed it starts to sound like a Star Wars song, you know the one. Waves enthusiastically at Robo from across the room. I made some Kroger brand fries and am watching some
Nice.
Father Brown.
Hey, Leia. How's it going, One Arm? This is Halloween. They say this is Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween, 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 Halloween. I'm gonna have to do that later. One. 2. So effectively, we've used about $4 for this meal in just fluids, but this is a quadruple batch of just this is Halloween, 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 this is Oh, I hear it now. All right, so we did a quadruple batch. So those 3 ingredients are all you need to make homemade teriyaki sauce. Like, that's literally it for homemade teriyaki sauce. Remember, it's going to be 2 parts of the cheapest sake you can find. I'm sure someone will argue with me. Yeah, that's it. Two parts soy sauce. To 3 parts mirin. That's literally it. Those 3 ingredients are all you need. 2 parts soy sauce, 2 parts sake, 3 parts mirin. Ah, yes, you could use vodka, But yeah, you're effectively using some... Like, this bottle of sake was, I think, $6.50. So we used about $1.80 of sake. We used about $2 of mirin. And we used a very small amount of sake, or of soy sauce. So maybe like... And honestly, the soy sauce is a negligible cost because if you go to like any restaurant and you just take, an extra like dozen, 2 dozen packets of soy sauce, yeah, who's gonna bat an eye? So yeah. But you know what we're gonna do with the rest of this sake? I think Jay was on the right track. We need to kill this off. It is struggle meals. So yeah, Mama Silva. What I was thinking about today is that we are going to focus on wok cooking specifically. Because that way, if somebody wants to follow along, they're not saddled with a big tool bill. We just have a wok and a rice cooker. And we can do a lot with those two things. Hey, Craw! Aw, hey, friend!
Bring your chicken to wok day.
So... the only one I had to get was this one. Oh, soju is better. Soju hits me in a fun spot. But yeah, I'm so Leia, the guidelines I gave myself for this is $3 a serving, limited tools. And so we're gonna tie an arm behind our back, and we're gonna make sure that we are tying an arm behind our back and making sure that we are keeping it really simple. Soju is... What is it made from? It's Korean, right? Okay, so let's see. Do we need to refrigerate this afterwards? Nope. Probably because it has alcohol in it. So, yeah, I'm just... so I'm going to be focusing on things that you can make with a wok and a rice cooker. Because one of the things I remembered while I was thinking about this is you can make bread with a rice cooker. So yeah, you can make bread with a rice cooker. So I was like, oh, there's a lot of shit we can do. And that's going to be great because I'm trying to keep it to that way. We have... Bread. I'm trying to keep it in the point so that way people can actually like participate and make meals that are going to be healthier for them. Oh, mashed potatoes. We could absolutely do mashed potatoes in a wok. It won't be as large a serving, but we could absolutely... I think we could do it. I'm going to do some research and see how it might be possible. But yeah, I was talking to Templar and whatnot, and I thought about this, and I was like, you know what? If we keep it to simple things, then that means that people who are trying to keep their budgets low, and people who don't have a lot of space, because typically, even if you don't, not everyone has access to an oven, unfortunately. If you have a kitchenette, an oven may be something that you do not have access to. And so I want to try to include as many people who can cook as possible. Also going to be uploading the first VODs this weekend. Let me grab. And we are not using our nice knives for this because, like I said, we're making sure that we keep our tool set limited. As much as I enjoy using them, I want to try to make sure I'm. Ooh, I'm gonna look that up. Yes, Croc, can you DM me that? But yeah, so $3 a serving. Also, Mr. Costco, if you want to sponsor me, I will take a sponsorship of some kind because I'm going to keep harping about how the Costco chicken is the best deal in town. Yep. That's the only taught me. Butter, sour cream, and cream cheese for optimum creaminess. Yeah. Get our knife wet so that way hopefully the onion doesn't destroy me. So yeah, I think this would be good. I'm definitely going to be sourcing meals from all around. Like I said, this is one of the meals that I learned to cook while I was in Japan. And so I know Dabbed Nomad has been wanting to guest star for a minute. And that man is an actual like cooking savant. So I may bring in the big guns and I'm gonna hit him up. And say like, yo, can I have you on the show? And like, would this work for you? Like, dude is really good. So I'm definitely going to be stepping up the game if we're going to be doing like Struggle Meals 2.0. Cumin in your gravy. Yeah, no, I think that wouldn't work. Like you would need to have maybe a rosemary would go good in mashed potatoes, but I don't know about cumin. Comino is not something that would go as good in that. All right, so this is going to be just onion slivers again. So you're just going to some of these onion slivers are going to be a little chonky. Yeah, go ahead. I'll be fine. Probably. There we go. I think it would have to be balanced with something. There we go. We're just going to grab a bowl to put all of these in because we're going to put all of our veggies in here. If you're particularly sensitive to onion like me, you can always just shove the bowl into the fridge while you're slicing other veggies. Because I am baby. It's a practice skill. I've definitely nicked my fingers. Like, I actually have a scar right here from years ago. I don't know if you can see it. I have a scar on my finger, like right here, from years ago. I accidentally sliced open my finger when I was cutting potatoes. So, it happens. Yep, they absolutely make me cry. I'm baby. Bitches be out here crying about onions. It's me. I'm bitches. So we already spent just under $4 in just the sauce. So I want you to know that each of these, you can get them for about 80 cents at Winco. They may be more expensive. You can also swap them out with green onions, or sorry, green peppers. Green peppers I've seen for 50 to 60 cents. So I keep forgetting the chewing gum. So far we have spent about $6.40 on average. We're going to be using the Costco chicken, which is $5 fucking dollars. I will always say that the Costco chicken is the loss leader. Once again, I'm not sponsored by Costco. John Costco, if you want to get a hold of me, please call me. But yeah, right, it's $5 fucking dollars for a whole ass chicken. So right now, as of this moment, oh, also the onion, you can get a bag of onions. That onion will be 30 cents then. So then that means that $6.70, $11.70 so far is what we have spent for this meal. Combine that with what little potato starch we're going to use. So combine that with what little potato starch we're going to use. This is probably 20 cents of potato starch. Maybe less. So we're going to use potato starch. Maybe like 10 cents of oil. So we're going to say like 30 cents there. So $6.40, $6.70, $7, $12, and then about maybe like 50 cents to $1 of rice. So this whole meal is going to cost us about $14 all told in ingredients. Now, dude, that Costco, I got that dog in me. So story time with Robot about the Costco hot dog. I am a loyalist to that fucking hot dog because I would not. It is not even a joke. I've told this story at least a dozen times, and I'll tell it dozens more. That hot dog is probably the only reason I'm still alive. I was so poor and destitute for a period of my life that sometimes my only food that day was I would walk 3 miles to the closest Costco. I would get a Costco hot dog and a soda, and I would cover it in condiments, and they had the onion machine there, and I hated onions before, but I would just put a mountain of onions on it because in my head, I'm like, I need to eat something. And so I would just eat that because it was the only calories I could afford. So I am a Costco loyalist for various reasons. So that's why when people are like, talk about, yeah, exactly. My brain was like, I need calories. I need to eat something just to stay alive. And that's why I am a huge advocate for social programs to make sure that people can eat healthy food and can just be okay. That was one of the reasons why I have skin in the game when it comes to making food that is low cost and healthy, because I think everyone deserves to eat like a decent meal. So, yeah. That's my story on the Costco hot dog extrapolated into more. Thank you for my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But yeah. So yeah, no, it's one of the things is like that's one of the reasons why Sanji is probably my favorite character from One Piece. Because like motherfucker knows what it's like to be hungry. Motherfucker knows what it's like to be hungry. I would be okay with that too. I would be okay with that too. If they got frozen veggies, as long as okay, so frozen veggies, you don't want to thaw them completely because otherwise they'll get mushy. For this particular meal, what you want to do then is if you have frozen veggies, is you want to let them thaw just a little bit, not too much. We're going to be cooking them in oil. So they're not going to be naturally like crispy. Yeah, I know. I know food deserts exist and like they're awful. So yeah, if there is a food desert that you are living in, please remember this. If you're cooking with frozen veggies, please like don't just throw them straight in because oil and frozen veggies. It'll probably be fine, but it might be a little bit off. So please let them thaw a little bit, and then we're gonna be cooking these in oil. So that's gonna make that's gonna make the meal a little bit better. If like frozen veggies are what you have access to, you can substitute out these peppers for frozen ones. You can substitute these peppers out for if you can get like frozen snap peas. That's also a possible. You can use celery. You can use a lot of material that's going to give you some fiber and additional micronutrients. So that way, oh yeah, no, I got the samples all the time. That was the best. Whew. Sneaking in with another group and eating a bunch of samples was another way that I got calories sometimes. And like some of them knew it. But yeah. No, so like if you are in a like food desert, just change your tactics a little bit. So that way you can get the best tasting food for you. And once again, I'm just a guy who like cooks things and plays weird games on the internet. So you don't need to take if like someone who is actually a chef tells you no, do it this way. Try their way. Their way might be better. Probably is actually. It's like I always say, like I am not an authority on anything. I'm just a guy who plays weird games and cooks random stuff on the internet. I don't know shit. I just know what it's like to be hungry, and I don't want people to be hungry. It's why I'm like, yeah, I am very adamant about like things like social programs and other stuff like that to help people. Also, if you have ones that have bad parts of them, I should have trimmed those a little bit. That is one of the only things I am an authority on, is Demon's Crest for the Super Nintendo. I know that game super well. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. There are very few things I am an authority on. One of them is Demon's Crest for the Super Nintendo. Another thing I am an authority on is I'm pretty good at barbecuing. No, I'm good at barbecuing. We'll toot our own horn on that one. I'm good. That's one of the ones where like I'll get a little uppity. But no, thank you for bringing that up as well, Loveless. Because like I didn't even think of that for a second, and like that is a very good point. So what did you get sick with, Jay? You get a flu or something? I think next time we're going to go with a different type of cake. Because I think I ran out of time with Demon's Crest just because, like, that cake took too long and I had stuff the next day because we wanted to do things. Yeah. Yup. Ah, that sucks, dude. There we go. We're just about done with our peppers. But the peppers are going to give us a lot more to work with. Yep, Leia. Yeah. No, thanks for bringing that up, Loveless. If you can only get frozen veggies, then that is 100% okay. Just know that you have to treat them a little differently. But whatever you can get a hold of, you know, I'm hoping that more people are cooking for themselves as opposed to going out, because going out adds up. The other thing too is just trying to keep like not only our costs low and our tool budget low, but also like oh man, why is my mouth full of pennies? That's a quote I'll always remember. Hey, Avo! We're talking about mouths full of pennies. Watch, Avo's like, I'm out. Or maybe Ava's like, yeah, finally! A chat that's talking about mouths full of pennies. I don't know. Avo is like making decisions that are beyond us. Too wise for this world. Oh, well, I guess I'm just making a mess at this point. I'm trying to be organized and use only one bowl, and I think I'm making a mess. I haven't even had that much sake, Jay. Oh, just because of the taste of copper in your mouth? Like, we were talking about that, and, like, I'll always remember, like, the quote, "Why is my mouth full of pennies?" So once again, I am a huge advocate for the Costco chicken. $5. Now, I was talking with Christopher, and one of the things that I was thinking about is, like, if you are near a Costco with your homies, I know that the 60 buck or whatever cost for getting a Costco membership is a little high up front for some people, but the way that I look at it is that if you go in with it on with like two other homies and you share a Costco card, then that is three that is like $20 each, and if you're getting a chicken a week, then that means that you spent $260 for 52 chickens, which is pretty fucking great. So this is a lost leader. It's amazing, and I have absolutely lived on these things. So, right? So if you do it, like if you split it between, look, if John Costco wants to pay me, I will take their money. I am not paid. I'm just saying that, like, I'm doing the math and I'm thinking of this for, like, people needing to eat. That's true. Then you don't have to, because I didn't know about that before. You can just use the Costco gift cards. You can bypass the necessity of a Costco card by having a Costco gift card. And you can just get Costco chickens. Because I found out, well, once again, while I was in Japan, I found out that that's actually one of the things. So Japanese fridges aren't that big because, you know, the space is at a premium. And so what they do often is they'll split a Costco card with another family or group, and then they'll get stuff there and they'll split it up amongst two households, which is such a smart thing to do. Mm-hmm. Now this one, I'm just going to eat the skin. I'm going to be honest with you. So normally for this recipe, you would use raw chicken, but I'm using the rotisserie chicken because it's cheaper. That also means that we're going to be cooking it for a shorter amount of time. No, we'll leave it in big chunks. You can make chicken cracklins with the skin. Craw is actually the person to talk to about that. Craw knows more than me on that one. We're going to have to go on ad break, once I slice this up. Because that way we can kill off pre-roll ads. So I'm going to slice this up. And then we're going to be going on ad break. So just warning you that we're going to be doing that in about a minute. But once we start cooking, it's actually going to go very quickly. Posthumous teriyaki. All right. Okay, so we're going on ad break. We will be back in 3 minutes. I'm going to have a little bit more sake. And also I'm going to find my water cup because it's right here. Look, I'm going to clean out my water cup during ad break. So if you need to go hit the bathroom, grab a snack, grab sake. If you need to do any of those things, please make sure you go and take a little break for yourself. You don't need to sit there and stare at ads. Let's be real. So we are going to be back in 3 minutes, going on ad break in 3, 2, 1. All right. And for subscribbles, I'll still be here. I'm just cleaning a couple of things up while we're here. So, who knows? Maybe I'll actually get a full cup of water by the time the ad break is over. Super exclusive water cup cleaning.
Is this the ultra divine water?
There we go. Oh, come on.
Is this the ultra divine water?
There we go. There it comes. Yeah, you know what? I think I am going to start watching One Piece in the next week. Because Sanji is probably my favorite character on One Piece. Yeah, he's a lich and all that. But like, also, he just falls in love with every woman he sees. But it's the fact that, like, yeah, he's so focused on cooking. Right? Like, it's one of those things where when people say, like, oh, they would actually be, you know, on such... It's like, no. They are the most, like, empathetic crew ever. Like, I'm not even going to get into the... You know, I'm going to be watching One Piece for entirely unrelated reasons to the world. Wink. I didn't get to Arlong Park. I don't think. It's been literally 20 years since I watched One Piece. I think. It's hard to remember. Oh. All right, we're just getting our water in right now. Yeah, who knows? We might actually be done filling our water by the time the ads are done. Oh gosh. I just saw clips going up. I can't read them from here. There we go. Is it me shilling? Yup. It's all good. All right. Ads should be over. Hey, Con.
It's a clip entitled Costco Pay Me.
It's true. To the jeering of multiple people saying, like, 1, 2, 3. Con smells Chimkin. And so he's like,
Give me the meat.
aw, I'm sorry to hear. That was just such a non sequitur that I couldn't help but laugh.
Want a treato?
Yeah, we'll give Con a Trito in a moment.
Give me the chicken.
We're just peeling the bones. There you go. You grew them yourself, too. So if somebody asks, like, thanks, I grew them myself. Or absolute queen stuff. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, One Piece is something I'm going to start watching again. All right. I know, Con. Let me finish slicing this chimkin. Yeah. That was, keep an eye on that one if they ever show up again. I don't even remember their name, and I don't care to. But, that happens again. I think we're just going to reach for the ban hammer. My hands were a little busy at the moment. But yeah. That was awkward. Absolutely agreed, Leia. Huh? No, not you. No, Catalina, you have been a gem. No, there was someone else who was being awkward. And it's like, that was a little awkward. You have been a gem, Catalina. So. Con! Aw, appreciate you. Con, did you fart? Are you a farty cat? Alright, we're just ripping this chicken to bits.
Con's like, I will rip you to bits. Give me chicken.
Yeah, we're just finishing getting all the meat off of the bone. So if you were doing a raw chicken, like raw chicken breast or other chicken meat, you're going to want to butterfly it, which means you're going to want to cut it a little thin. Since this is already cooked, we don't have to worry about it being raw at any point. So this will be okay. But if you are using a frozen chicken or you are using raw chicken, please spatchcock. Wah. Wah. I actually don't know that term. I don't, actually. Please tell me. Oh, okay. I probably should have done that when I did this, but, you know. I obviously didn't know the term, so I obviously didn't know exactly what I was doing there. All right, this one can go back in. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, well, I'll remember to do that next time. Probably. Probably won't. Someone please remind me. I will forget. Hey, Buzzy. How you doing? We're just peeling all the chicken and skin out. I think what we're going to do is we're going to save the skin and make some cracklins later. Con is over here going absolute bug nuts like,
Give me that meat.
oh, Con, now he's like,
You've wounded me.
oh, hey, Cedric. How you doing, mate? Con is like,
Give me that meat.
oh, Con's my kitty. He's over here around my legs. Look, I'm many things, Craw, and one of those things is honest. I know me, and I know I'm forgetful. Yeah, I'll pop him up in a minute. He's gonna be getting a treat once my hands are not covered in chicken. He wants the chicken, but Con is only supposed to have fish because he has a weak belly. Oh, he's a 13-year-old boy. So he's got an old man meow. So it goes, rah! Yeah, I love kitties. I love black kitties so much. I love little voids. But yeah, we're separating out this chicken because we're going to be cooking it into a teriyaki chicken. Oh. Comes in with our baby. That's fair. Oh, hell yeah. Let's see. I should remember to wear gloves more. I didn't wear gloves when I was chopping up some jalapenos, and I couldn't feel my finger. Like, I didn't say anything, but I couldn't feel my fingers for 3 days. Wait, no. This one goes... Oh. Just little sibling babies. So... Sir! Can I help you?
Give me that meat.
It was because we did like 20 jalapenos, I think. And so it was normally I can do like, like 4 or 5 peppers just fine. But because we did so many, I think that was just overwhelming. And that was Yep. I think that was just too much for me to handle. Oh. Oh, babies. Yeah. Speaking of baths, I think Khan needs it one. We've been talking about it for a minute. I'm just gutting these apart. Oh, thank you, Leia. Saw the message. Yep. Since this one's already been cooked, we're just ripping the meat off of it. Because the meat has been cooked, it's already easy to separate. Once again, we were talking about if you're using a frozen or raw chicken, then that's going to be a slightly different approach. Remember to let it thaw. And then you are going to want to butterfly it after it's fully thawed. If it is a whole chicken, then yes, spatchcocking sounds like the correct way to go. If it's just sections, then just butterfly the meats. Oh, pretty baby. All right. So we're going to be showing Khan in a moment here. Let me wash my hands. Turn the page, wash your hands. Turn the page, wash your hands. Turn the page, wash your hands. All right, buddy. We're going to be picking up Khan right here in a moment. Yep. Oh, hey, I don't care if they're making their money back. I'm just saying this is a good deal for people. You know me. If a corporation is making their money, sure. I just want people to eat.
Here's the baby, by the way. Here's the baby.
I would agree that's a good idea. He's such a round boy. I would agree that's a good idea, Catalina. Because, you should, because, the more people know how to support themselves through things like cooking, the better.
I'm so very hungry. Look at how hungry I am. I have never been fed in my life. I've never been fed before. Did you know that? You should feed me more.
Come on, stop blocking your face with your cute paw. Uh-oh. I'm going to show him.
Put me down, Father. I am the void, terror incarnate, devourer of worlds.
My beans! He's showing my beans to the world! How dare he! Those are my beans.
Aww. Good boy. Good boy.
I'm being abused. No one feeds me ever.
Khan, by the way, has an automated feeder that I check every week to make sure it's topped off. And he gets fed 4 times a day a small meal. So he is very round. He has like, I would almost call it kitty GERD, but he generates a lot of stomach acid. And so he needs to eat throughout the day or else he throws up like crazy because his body just generates too much stomach acid. So that's why he needs to eat 4 times a day. So he just has a smaller meal 4 times a day as opposed to like 2 or 3 bigger meals. Are you drooling? Oh, yeah. My younger cat's fleas. I made an appointment the next day. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Make sure that they all have been checked out for fleas because, you know, you don't want them to be uncomfortable. Yeah. Oh, hey, Dalek. Oh. How you doing, bud? Hey, Dalek. Hopefully you're up for some gaming maybe this weekend. We need to hear your beautiful trumpeting. All right. We'll start getting together stuff for the weekend, so we'll see. Yeah, I hope so too, Leia. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was found out I was like, oh god damn it, we accidentally are older one to fleas.
Oh
Can
no.
I make an appointment for tomorrow for him? And I took him in the next morning.
No. Yeah, it happens. At least it's not bed bugs. I had a roommate that accidentally exposed us to bed bugs, and that was a whole ass thing. It got handled, but it still was not great. Oh, let's see. Yeah. No, Dalek's beautiful trumpet. Oh. Dalek is our trumpeter in peak. Okay. There we go. Washed our hands. Yeah, all right. So now, potato starch. This is all I have. I forgot to grab more. So we're just going to use up what potato starch we have. This works better if the chicken is raw, but it's okay. You can use cornstarch, but it will change the texture a little bit. Potato starch
We
is...
did take them to a new vet again not too long ago for checkups, and the reason why we went to a new one again is because this one is closer to where we live. Also, all in all, worst thing my younger cat has had is fleas, while the older one worse, he's had his worm when he was 4 months and a sprained leg last December that healed up after 2 weeks.
I like how there were two two of them going at the same time. It was the dueling TTSs. Nemo. Oh, okay. Now it's clicked. I think. There we go. So yeah. You're going to want to get some potato starch. Potato starch is very cheap. It's basically the same price as cornstarch. Potato starch, honestly, is my favorite out of the two because potato starch is a little bit of a lighter starch. It's better for a lot of Asian cooking. Like I love potato starch for things like doing like fried foods and whatnot. I think you're thinking 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Because Captain Nemo was from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I don't think it does. I mean, like, it's a dry element, so obviously if it gets wet and, like, if it gets moist, it will start to go a little off. But as long as you keep it dry, your potato starch should last quite a while. Didn't know that. I just know the texture and flavor of it has been very amenable for a lot of cooking, and so like once I started cooking with potato starch, I haven't looked back. So yeah, that is the fact that it will keep in your pantry for a long time is another thing to think about, because that means you can buy potato starch, especially if you can find it on sale, and keep it for a while. Hey, Stealthy! We're just starching up our chicken run now. Thanks, Vistfer. How you doing, friend? How has Chapter 3 been for you? We just ripped apart an entire Costco chicken. One second, yeah. Gotta go fish those out. But yeah, it sounds like things are working out with the new kitty, Cedric, so I'm glad that's good. Alright, so these are going to be fried, so we're going to end up with some fried and some not, because I didn't get enough starches. Okay. Oh, the blue ones? Yee. Let me go grab them in a minute now. Yeah, the blue ones are newer. Okay, so this whole part of the chicken will not have starches on it, so we're going to fry this part of the chicken. Alright, 1 second, yeah. Let me grab the new ears. The Mew ears. And there they are. All right, yeah. Pop. Yeah, we got them. Yep, yeah. Oh, the old ones were black, yeah. So yeah. Let me go grab a pair, and then you can see. Where did I set them? Yeah, they're there. But yeah. So yeah, these are the older ones. These are also made by a friend, yeah. So you... Look, maybe we had a bunch of like hot boys and girls and in betweens and cat ears, yeah, and they were all deadlifting weights because that's what we did for New Year's, yeah. Maybe. Yeah. I'm actually getting the blue hair redone tomorrow, yeah. I have my friend who's a stylist who's going to be redoing my hair. We usually meet, like, so getting the sides cleaned up and, like, getting the hair completely redone, yeah. Fair play, Lynn, yeah. Not me. Not me. I'm just a goofy guy in a kitchen, yeah. Gosh. All right, so before we start cooking this, what we ought to do is we actually ought to get the rice going, because the rice is going to take a little longer, yeah. And to that, Leia, I will just say to both of those, yes. Because I like my friends, yeah. Indeed. All right, so we're going to do 5 cups of rice. That should be good. One. Yeah, because that's the complete package. It's like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove, yeah. That's the complete himbo package. 2. 3. 4. 5. Where did I put the... Oh, it's over there. All right, let me grab... Oh, yeah. Poison for Cusco. Poison to kill Cusco.
Bisexual.
Cusco is poison. That poison?
Lizard.
Yes, a bisexual lizard. But I don't have anything. Nope, don't have anything. So I actually use a few different products. Typically, when I first get my hair dyed blue, it's a Pravana. I can't remember what kind of blue. It's Pravana blue, but I also have used Arctic Fox and what was that other one? There it is. I had the container because I need to get more of it. So I also use for when every couple of weeks I wash my hair. I always clean my hair like once a week, but every couple of weeks I do actually do like a full full wash, which is going to wash out some of the color. So I use Exmondo color as a hair mask whenever I'm actually going to like shampoo it and everything, and that helps keep the blue in it. So those are the different products I typically use. But my hair has been blue for over a decade. All right, let's wash the rice. Well, I'm glad Borderlands fans are eating well right now, because let's be real, the Borderlands movie was when Borderlands fans were not eating well. Nice. Oh. Okay, there we go. Let's wash the rice at least one more time before... Mr. Universe. Well, obviously then they're beyond just being Mr. Worldwide. All right. There we go. There we go. That looks better. Looking at the water, and it's a little clearer, so that means we got most of the fun stuff off of the rice.
Bread!
Hey, how's it going, Jay? Oop. 1 sec, let me double check. Oh man, I've got parts now, so I'm gonna be working on the computer tomorrow, and I've been like working on some other projects too. I need to hit you up on the side because I finally got my second lav back for kitchen, so we gotta talk, buddy. We gotta talk.
Lizard. Lizard.
Hell yeah, brother. Hey Oz, how you doing, mate?
Lizard.
But no, we're gonna be making a teriyaki chicken over rice.
Lizard.
Ah, chicharron! I haven't made chicharron before, but I'll make it. So we're gonna be doing a teriyaki chicken over rice. We're also doing veggies with it. So we're just gonna pan sear some veggies to go with it. Oh, I love a good chicharron. There we go. Yeah, let's see. Did we give Jay a shouty? Oh, did you... You going? Are you going? Come on. Okay, I think it's going now. Yeah. Ah, thank you. Yeah, Jay's an old friend of mine. We've known each other for... I don't remember. So Jay is one of the best voices on Twitch and YouTube. Come on, like, let's be real. Let's be real. Jay is one of the best. Has one of the best singing voices, and like more talent in his like musical fingers than I have. You know what? Then I'll say most people have in their whole body. Love you, buddy. Of course we got you, mate. Always, always. But yeah. Oh, what's up? Got some pig skin from the picnic. See, that's what I always tell people. Is like, look, I'm just a goofy guy that just cooks things. That's me. That's me. I just cook things. But now we're gonna actually be cooking in a moment here. Speak of the devil. So first off, moving camera in 3, 2, 1. What's up, buddy? Let's see our angle. That looks pretty good. Camera has uppies and everything. Oh yeah! No, it was Preacher. I think he also worked on American Gods, but at the time he was there for Preacher. All right, switching cams. Yeah, it was Preacher. All right, so when you're cooking up the veggies, you can use any oil. I tend to use safflower oil, but whatever oil you have available is absolutely fine. Actually, I'm going to switch to olive oil because we're trying to keep this as a low-cost meal. So whatever oil you can get, heck, if you can nick some extra oil from Olive Garden, I'm not going to say anything to anyone. So Jay, our Thursdays are when we do a lot of challenge meals, and one of the types of challenges that we are doing is what we like to call, well, what I like to call right now, Thrifty Thursday. We're keeping the costs down so that way if somebody wants to participate and they want to cook, this is a way that they can eat a healthy meal for much less. So, yep, they're all good oils, Bront. Now let's get this to a shimmer. So, we're still going to keep our Fallout meals and our other bougie stuff, but I want to make sure that we make stuff that is available. Oh, it's a joke from We Rate Dogs. So We Rate Dogs did a post a while back where like somebody said like, do you ever rate dogs less than 10 out of 10? And then like they said, and they were named like Brent or something like that, and he goes, they're all good dogs, Bront. That sounds like corporate brain rot right there, Sleepy. How you doing, bud? All right, we're just gonna move these aside. I put these in the wrong order because I'm a silly Billy. Because we want to do our onions first. It's not. Like, look, my thing is like, use the ingredients you can. If you can get access to whatever ingredients you need to get by, are fine. That's my biggest thing. Cool. All right, let's throw the onions in. Woo! Fun noises. Next Thursday, I'm going to be doing a candy, actually, because that's part of my Kitchen Gladiators challenge. We're doing Thrifty Thursdays twice a month so far. Maybe thrice if we end up with a 3 Thursday month. But we're going to be using Thrifty Thursdays at least twice a month. We have Kitchen Gladiators once a month, and we have Community Challenge once a month. So yeah, we're going to be doing candy. So we're actually going to be doing a fun, like, something a little different. I'm actually talking to someone to team up with for the candy stream. Because, you know, it's the season. There we go. I love sauteing up some onions. Because onions are like just... They're such a great veggie. They're also cheap. So, like I said, I lived off of onions for a while. So, if you get a bag of 6 onions, they'll break down to about 30 cents an onion, hopefully. Cool. Now let's go ahead and throw in our peppers. Because we want to cook it up a little bit to soften them just a little bit and get a little bit of oil into them. But we don't want to fully saute them. I mean, I guess the closest way to describe it is it's like getting a pasta to an al dente. Because you want some of the natural crisp of the veggies to remain. And this is basically a veggie side dish. We could also throw it in if we had made enough sauce. But we'll make that determination a little later. Let's throw in some salt and pepper. Oh, caramelized onions are great. Actually, we have a combo one that we can use. This is salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So we're going to throw that in. Oh, dude, a cucumber salad is boss. Like, cucumber salad is great. So we're just using garlic, salt, and pepper. You can get them as disparate ingredients, usually for very cheap. And then we'll just mix this all together. So that raises the price of the meal to about $14 all told of ingredients. But yeah, this side dish right here will give you some extra fiber. So that way you're going to have your starches, your proteins, your fats, and your carbs, including some fiber to help you process some of those proteins. Also, remember, some of these ingredients are free if you just get like salt and pepper from a restaurant. Oh yeah, rice vinegar on a cucumber salad is boss tier. The garlic powder you probably won't be able to get at a restaurant, but the salt and pepper you can absolutely get free at a restaurant. And remember, if you saw someone grabbing some extra condiments, no you didn't. Shit's hard. Oh! I just thought of another thing we could do for Thrifty Thursdays. Have any of you ever heard of nopales? Nopales are something I lived off of. Yep, dried or canned, whatever is cheaper. Chicken is a little healthier. I think there is, but beef does have some other micronutrients that are great that aren't in chicken. Beef is a little higher in iron, and it's also got creatine in it. Same with shellfish. All right, this is just about ready. We're just letting the peppers cook a little bit more. Dried beans. So nopales are they are a Mexican food where it's actually chopped up slivers of cactus fried in oil. And so that's actually another type of food that we tend to make that is really good low cost food, and it is like gives you a lot of plant matter in your diet. Oh, you. Oh, I'm hungry. They're almost ready. Beans in a controller. But no kitty toe beans. Okay. Now it smells ready. So there is a side of veggies. Cool. Now, let's go ahead and throw some more oil in there. We don't need to clean it out. The flavor is just going to pass on to the next thing. And let's grab our chicken. Look at that. I'll steal one of these. Oh, that's good.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
All right. So we're just throwing big chunks of chicken in there. Because we're going to fry them a little bit. Once again, I wish I had had a little bit more potato starch, but it is what it is. But yeah, we're just frying the chicken in oil slightly. And as it finishes, we're going to take it out of the oil. Once all of the chicken has been fried, this will help the chicken maintain integrity, by the way, even if it has been previously cooked. Once we get all of the chicken fried up, then we're going to throw it all back in with the sauce we made. And that's going to be there we go. Man, chicharron. I haven't thought about that in a minute. I'd be down to make some. Come on. You know what? We're busting out the chopsticks. I should have been using those the whole time. I have not made them before, so I'll need to give it a go. By the way, if you're uncomfortable using chopsticks like this, you can always... There are longer chopsticks. I'm just a goblin. Yeah, I've never made it before, so this will be a new one for me. Yeah, you can also use tongs if you're uncomfortable using chopsticks in this manner. But yeah, you just want to fry it up a little bit. Because this is already pre-cooked chicken. You don't have to worry too much about it. If it is uncooked chicken and you're butterflying it, you want to get it to a nice golden. And then once it's golden, then it's good to go. If it's already pre-cooked chicken, then you just getting the fats into it, because that's going to give you some extra macronutrients, because fats are going to help you feel a little bit more full. And fats are actually a great energy source. Yeah, that movement in the 90s of fats being the enemy was a very bad movement for us. Because fats are actually a really good energy source. Your body needs them on some level. Your brain is actually composed. Your neurologia is actually composed of a fair... Ow! Fucker! Fair degree of fats. You know what? I'm gonna grab the big chopsticks. Yep. Oh, that... You know what? You're probably right. I should probably mind that. I'm still not fully comfortable using the big chopsticks. Because they're thick boys. But yeah, I was alive during the era that everything had like fat-free food on it, and it just was full of sugar. Woo! Let's lower the temperature of that. Yeah, no. Ooh. I'll check it out in a bit, Craw. Yeah, the last time we used the regular chopsticks and it was fine. I'm apparently being a little silly with the big boys. I might need ones that are just a different shape. Yep, you finished Hollow Knight. You are a gamer. Like, I might need ones that are just a little bit more boxy looking. Because that's what I'm used to. Like, I don't generally like ones that are roundish anyway. So that might be a big factor in it. Sleepy 100% gamer. That's right, I used the G word. Gamer. Oop, missed a piece. Boop. Could have also used butter. Butter tends to not be as aggressive. Oh, then oil. The most oppressed group of all. Gamers. Oh, I fucked up my hand so much, but like, I don't know. I still have I'm still baby on some level. Is that shower? Or are you saying live service? God, yeah, I fucked up my hands like hell, but, you know, it do be like that. Somehow some nerve endings remain, so I'm still baby on some level. But I don't feel like killing the nerve endings off. See, Craw just reaches into the oil and just absolute Craw dogs it. I know, I'm being silly, Craw. Appreciate you, Craw. That's like, remember when like Starbucks had that fascination with olive oil coffee? And like the CEO that had insisted on the olive oil coffee like quit right afterwards, which is just the most CEO move to do, is introduce a problem and then disappear in a golden parachute. The rice is nearing completion, by the way. Let me check where we're at ad-wise. Okay, we are going to have to go on ad break in a moment here while we're cooking this. Oh, God, I remember that too. I remember that too. That was a time. We still have health influencers, and they're all something or other. I have like one or two that I listen to that are okay, but like most of them are crazy. All right. So we're gonna be going on ad break and shortly. This is just to get rid of pre-rolls for anyone who strolls on in. We will be back in 3 minutes. I'm just gonna be here cooking, so you're not gonna miss a whole lot. I promise if we do talk about anything spicy, I will withhold it until after ad break is over, because I want to make sure everyone gets to enjoy any spicy takes. So yeah, we'll be going on ad break in 3. Oh, by the way, don't just sit there and watch the ads. Go to the bathroom. Do something else. Like use your time on dog screener. Oh yeah. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Going on ad break. Yeah, I saw that Christopher. I was like, oh god, I gotta get back there. I just loaded up this thing, so I was like, I got a minute. He in fact did not have a minute. Thanks, Christopher. Oh God, Liver King. I totally forgot about him. Hey, would you like the not cooking solution while you're watching cooking? I promise you, I am never going to take a factor like one of those meal prep ones. I promise you I'm never going to take one of those. That is my fucking promise. And I will say that again after the ads are over. Like, I am not going to take one of those. We are going to stay true to ourselves. However, if they offer me $200 million, then I will take it. But then I will immediately retire. So, and then open up a food pantry for people who are poor. So, now you know the parameters that it would require. Sweet. And ads should be over in about 35 seconds for everybody. Oh, what's up? Oh, yeah, the welding. Yeah. The way that my uncle described welding is like, the thing is that because of how small your view on the mask is, that is your entire world. So that does sound like it could be very zen. One sec, I'll check chat in a minute. Absolutely, Fistfer. If I get a $200 million buyout, I will hire you within a heartbeat. I will hire anyone who has ever helped me. Oh, Deso! Oh God, I'm sorry. I gotta learn. I saw Desalar got in here, and I saw Desalar in here, and I'm allergic to something. I'm allergic to gamer. Oh, hey Deso. Welcome. We're Robot and Coffee. We put the variety in Variety Streamer. We do everything from cooking to playing indie games to actually, I'm going to be playing Heartworm tomorrow, so that's why I had to tune out, because I didn't want to get spoiled. So we're going to be playing Heartworm and Easy Delivery Company tomorrow. But yes, we play indie games, and we also are going to be returning to Gundam content in November. But welcome, everyone. Welcome, Raiders. We finished the second boss, so we're through a good part of it, and we're playing on the hardest difficulty. I gotta switch back. Right now, you are actually getting to us in the middle of what I am now calling Thrifty Thursdays, twice a month. So we cook on Mondays and Thursdays, and we do meal prep. Twice a month, though, we are going to be doing low-cost wok cooking. So if you're trying to cook on a budget, healthier meals, then this might be the place for you, because we're going to actually be doing low-cost cooking twice a month, where we're going to be using, my parameters are less than $3 a serving, and we have to use a wok and or rice cooker. And so that is the parameters we've set. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's from Bee and Puppy Cat. I love that series. Lazy in Space is iconic. You know, at some point I'm going to play Fear and Hunger. But this is not that point. The only thing is we switch to shorter form games because long form, because we are separated between cooking and gaming content. If we were going to play long form games, then that would take months. This isn't my full-time job, quite obviously. So that is the reason we switched back to shorter form indie games. Fear and Hunger has been on my radar, but it's one of those ones that because of the length of game, I can't, in good conscience, like it would suck the oxygen away from other indie games that I would like to check out. So yeah, that's why we make the picks that we do. I have not played that. So this boyo, we're just frying it up very lightly. It's just a Costco chicken, so a $5 for an entire chicken. Yes, I am shilling for Costco. No, they don't pay me. John Costco, pay me. But now what we're gonna do is, now that we've fried up an entire chicken worth of chicken. Nice. I'll give that a look. We're going to throw it all back in. Come on, Kirkland Pollo. Get in there. I'm going to throw all the Kirkland Pollo back in. Because now that we've cooked everything up. And now you're here for the good stuff. So... Oh. Ah, Lala! Oh my god, double raid! Oh my god, right when we're about to get to the good stuff. Oh, we made the chicken enchiladas before. Hey Lala, good to see you again, friend. Oh my gosh. So we're Robot and Coffee. We put the variety streamer. We do everything from cooking content to playing indie games to making chicken. And okay, so this right here, this is homemade teriyaki sauce. If you want to know how to make teriyaki sauce, it's really fucking simple. 2 parts soy sauce to 2 parts the cheapest sake you can get to 3 parts mirin. Boom. And cook. So the yaki is actually the style of cooking. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reduce this down into a nice jelly. So the yaki is the style of cooking. That's why you get things like takoyaki, okonomiyaki, sukiyaki, teriyaki. So what we're doing is we're cooking it. It's a type of frying. And so now that we've fried up the chicken, we're covering it in teriyaki sauce. Yeah. So Loveless was there for the legendary enchilada stream. That was like 5 hours, but it provided like months of food. We will return to the enchilada stream probably in December because enchiladas are they're a good winter food, to be honest. But yes, welcome, welcome. Ooh, little pineapple. That's a good idea. So welcome, welcome. Now that we're letting that cook off, so we're rubbing a coffee. We put the variety in variety streamer. We do everything from burping. Apparently, we do everything from cooking. We cook on Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. ish, 8:30 ish Pacific. Yeah, I'm late a lot. So we cook on Mondays and Thursdays. On Mondays, we actually cook from. Let me find it. Where did I put it? It's over there. Every Monday, we actually cook from the Fallout cookbook. We are 22 recipes through the Fallout cookbook. There are 79. Previously, on X-Men, last year, we actually cooked from the D&D cookbook. All 79 recipes complete. So we finished every single recipe in the D&D cookbook, and we've since moved on to the Fallout cookbook. This is our new project, and we work on it every Monday. Although I think we're going to be doing an additional one on Thursday next week for Kitchen Gladiators, which is part of the Cooking Challenge series that we are a part of. On Fridays, we play indie games, and on Sundays, we do co-op games. So, yeah, welcome, welcome. How have you been, Lala? It's been a minute since we co-opted together. So Lala is actually someone I co-opted with. We were co-oping with. That was with Fourth. We played some Phasma. It was, yeah. The Elder Scrolls Cookbook. Is that Inside Editions or is that 10-Speed Press? I'm trying to remember who wrote that because I've exchanged messages with the writer of the Fallout Cookbook / Sonic Cookbook to. Yep. Guilty as Sock, that was it. Oh man, we haven't played that in a minute. But yeah, so we recently started a new challenge, which is twice a month on Thursdays. We're doing Thrifty Thursdays, and that's because. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. That's because one of the challenges I received from the community was for back to school. Could you make something that requires limited tools and is healthy and is low cost? Because they were like, it's a back to school thing. Think about college students. And then that got me thinking. There's a lot of people besides college students that need low cost, healthy food. And after developing that, letting that idea percolate some more, we have turned it into Thrifty Thursdays, where we're making low-cost food, low-cost, delicious food, twice a month with a wok and a rice cooker. That's it. Like other minor tools like spatulas and whatnot, but a wok and a rice cooker are the only two major tools that we are allowed. And we keep the cost down to less than $3 a serving. So that way it's less than a McDonald's value meal, way healthier. Nice. Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember you were going to do Dollar Tree dinner. We talked about that a little bit. Please do, because I want more people to be able to eat delicious food that is good for them. Oh, that's smelling so good. But yeah, so one of the previous low cost meals we made is actually one that that we were talking about a second ago, which is enchiladas. But yeah, Lala, we need to do more co-op again. I'm trying to be in my social arc. I'm actually talking with more people and hanging with more people. Deso, we actually did an epic stream with Deso, Ratmos, and Gwendolf last Sunday. That was so much fun. Oh, it was the best. And so, I want to do more stuff with more people. But yes, we need to hang. It could be. All right, that looks like it's just about ready. We can lower to a simmer. Okay, there we go. Look at that. So, the sauce is nice and thick now. Thick! Like, you can see it. Oh, let me switch cameras. I just realized I'm on the wrong camera. Be right back. Boop. Aw, thanks for the follow, Sleepy. Another Sleepy. It's not a bad idea, Craw. So now you can see that the sauce is nice and thick, boy, thick. But that is literally all it takes to make teriyaki sauce. Remember, 2 parts soy sauce to 2 parts cheap sake. I just use ozeki because like the ozeki was like $6 for like a 0.75 liter bottle or 1 liter bottle. And then 3 parts median, and you can get a bottle of median for about $5. So that is literally all there is to it. And we have a sake is rice wine. Yes. And that is... Oh, you're okay, Craw. I asked you about it. You are 100% okay. I would let you know if I had a problem. That's the other thing, too, for anyone new here. I'll say I'm a straight shooter, but that's not true about some other things. But anyway, moving on. Read the tags. But no, if something's like a thing, I'll usually just tell you. So you are absolutely fine, Craw. I want you to do well.
Bisexual.
Now, we have a couple more things here. So,
Bisexual.
We have a plate of veggies we made up.
Meal request, homemade cat food.
That's not a bad idea later on. But yeah, we've made up a bunch of veggies.
Lizard.
We have some rice. I am going to go ahead and grab a small cutting board. We'll cheat a little bit. We'll cheat a little bit. Absolutely, Lamb. So the sauteed veggies are just a slivered onion, a red, orange, and yellow pepper, oil, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. That's it. No other things. Delicious. Cook the onion first. Make sure that softens up a little bit, maybe even chars a little bit, gets a little caramelization, and then afterwards throw the peppers in. Just cook it up. Throw in the garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Get the peppers to about where you want them, as far as like how soft or hard you want them. Moving on. And then after that, you just give them the choppa. So the last thing is, we still have some green onion to use.
Bisexual.
Lizard.
We still have some green onion to use, so this will be a good topper for this. Let me go. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use this up because this green onion is about to go bad. Green onion is usually about 50 to 60 cents per bushel. You do not need good green onion for it to be a good like food topper. We're going to let that. Come here. Getting some of the bad green onion out of it. There we go. Green onion also gives it a nice fresh flavor. Perfect. Used up all the green onion. I'm going to kill the heat because now that that's sauteed enough. Whew. So green peppers, if you want, another way to save money is green peppers are typically cheaper than red, orange, or yellow peppers. So you could always substitute 1 or 2 of the 3 peppers that we did with a green pepper or 2 green peppers. They will have a slightly more acidic value. So if you are susceptible to heartburn, it may be a little less tenable. Like only do 1 at most. That way you don't suffer heartburn as severely. I try to give as much food advice as I can. But let's go ahead and get ourselves a plate of this. Ah, yes, this is Kankan. Kankan is out sniffing around looking for food.
No! How dare you pick me up?
Actually, let me wash my hands before I pet his face.
Want a
Because we are-
Trito?
All right, let's get him his last Trito of the night. Yeah, we try to foster a positive environment in the kitchen because I love. He is a smelly kitty.
No, I'm not stinky. I'm not stinky, I'm stinky.
You can go ahead and allow that one. It's just our auto mod. It was the white power cord. Are you talking about this one right here? Moving on. Are you talking about this one right here? This one is actually for the camera. So this is actually a USB-C cord. The reason it's so thick is because these are active USB-C cables. It flagged it. I let it go. But yeah, because these are active USB-C cables, these are much thicker cables. The reason I have to use active cables as opposed to standard USB-C cables, which does introduce about 20 mil. I'm getting into the technicals, but anyway, it introduced about like 20 to 30 milliseconds of delay. But the reason is because they are 20-foot cables, and USB-C typically has a range of 10 to 12 feet. We need active cables, which boost the signal of it, and they also have some shielding, so that way they draw a little bit more power to ensure that the signal integrity is strong. But yeah, that's why. Once again, I'm getting into the weeds of it because I will absolutely talk your ear off about my setup. Come here, buddy. Can. Come here. Got your treat, toe. He's literally just standing there sitting. Come here. Oh, baby.
He's like, no, give treat.
The body is round.
Oh, here he goes.
I must have my treats.
He gets 3 treats a stream, so that way he doesn't get an upset tummy and throw up. 3 treats at most, that is. Because otherwise he'll get too excited and throw up. He's just a boy. There is not a thought in his head right now. He loves these things so much. Just a boy. Are you protecting your beans? Normally, we will show There we go. Okay. Now we can show the whole internet his beans.
No, he's giving away my beans. How dare you? You're giving them away for free. You should not be giving away my beans. They're my beans.
Oh. I love you, buddy. Oh. Yeah, Lola. Actually, I'll hit you up after stream. Even if you're asleep, that way I'll hear back from you later. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm getting you some more treat, buddy. I'm trying to squeeze the last out of the tube. He loves tube. Yeah, he's my buddy. I've had Khan for about 5 years now. And he's been my buddy. Maybe 6. I think actually 6. You're my buddy. You're my buddy. He's about 13 years old. So he's an old man. He snores so loudly. Like, he is such a... Like, I'll hear him. And I remember when I first got this buddy, he was snoring super loudly. He's like... And I'm just thinking, oh God, is he okay? Is he okay? And then I went over and I like, you okay? And then he woke up like, huh, huh. And then he rolled back over and started snoring loudly again. Buddy. He snores so loudly. And then afterwards I asked his previous owner, like, is he okay? Like, he's just like that. And then later on, they tried to tell me, oh no, he didn't snore before. You just made him fat. And I'm like, don't you put this evil on me. He snores. Oh. Yeah, as long as she's having a good time. Yeah, as long as she's having an okay time, then there you go. Old kitties are loving kitties. 1 sec. I'm gonna wash my hands. I think Khan's just going deaf, or he's getting selective hearing. But now we're gonna go ahead and start actually plating up some food. So you got here just in time for, I think, what everyone wants to see, which is the food plating process. Ooh, fresh rice. By the way, This isn't water. We had to kill off the last of the sake so that way it didn't go bad. So, you know, we bit the bullet. We took that silver bullet for ourselves. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to use... We're using the wrong plate. We're using the wrong plate for this. I will wash that plate later. That's my mistake. Because for this, we need a donbori bowl. Donbori is just it's just food over rice. So it's a rice bowl of some kind with meats or other elements on top of it. And typically you'll hear something don referring to it. So like if you have a beef bowl, it's referred to as gyudon. If you have a chicken bowl, it's Tori-Don. If you have a tuna bowl, it's tekadon. If you have a variety of sashimi, then it is chirashidon. All of those are servings over a bowl of rice. So this, since we are having a donbori, we could use just a plate, or get a beautiful mountain of rice. Look at the steam rising off of that. Oh, Leia, this is the leftover sake. Yeah. Well, probably just forgetful, right? Now, we're going to go ahead and grab a spoon. I probably should have been using the spoon instead of the spatula. It's fine. And we're going to go ahead and leave a serving of veggies. Right there. So we have a serving of veggies on the side for color. Now let's get... Ooh, that... That chicken... Oh, it is perfect. The sauce is perfect. By the way, I'm going to also make the note that if you have a gluten intolerance, what you can do is you can use what's called tamari. Tamari is soy sauce that is a little like, it's usually made with just the soybean, if they can help it, and it is better for people who have a gluten intolerance. So tamari is an option. Now what we're going to do is take some... Oh, I'm going to move camera. Moving camera in 3, 2, 1. Oh, honey whiskey is so good. The other drink that is my absolute favorite is mead. Well, because there is usually wheat, gluten, and other things in... There we go. There is usually wheat, gluten, and other things in soy sauce, used as filler and binder ingredients. So tamari is a little closer, is something that can be used for people who have gluten intolerances. So if you do have friends that have gluten intolerances, you can make this a little more inclusive by using tamari, and that should help them out. basmati is usually about the same cost or maybe slightly more expensive also. This was about, like, I think this was $1.50. And we're just going to go ahead and take some sesame seeds. And that is the finishing touch. So, this whole serving is probably about $2.80 of material. We have about 5 more servings. Yeah, so we have about 5 more servings, and this is about $2.80 of material. The whole of everything was about 14 or 15 bucks. And that is to make about 5 or 6 servings of this. This is another pretty successful Thrifty Thursday. Now that we've actually called it Thrifty Thursday. We'll find out how it tastes in a moment. The eye and the camera eat first. By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm actually a camera person in real life, in my day job. Well, in one of my many day jobs. So, I spend a lot of time around cameras. So I obsess over it a little bit. There we go. Oh, yeah. Aw, night, Lala. Thank you so much for the raid. This recipe was not in the Discord. I'm actually going to be putting the fideo recipe that we did last Thursday and this recipe in the Discord after redoing the the cooking area of the Discord. So I will put both recipes in the Discord. So that way you have some new... let me go ahead and put this in. So I will make sure that this recipe is kept there, so that way you can make it yourself. There you go. Images are dropped in the Discord. Exactly. And that's the point of Thrifty Thursdays. I want people to be able to make cheap food that is healthy and good for you. Well, I suppose healthy and good for you are the same thing, but I want people to make things that are easy, that are cheap, and that are good for you. And that restricting ourselves to a rice cooker and a wok honestly was a brilliant move. But no, I will definitely put this in the Discord. I'm going to be putting the fideos in the Discord as well, because I want more people to be able to cook for themselves. That is my end objective, is more people cook delicious food for themselves. Oh my god, the sauce is so good. This is a dynamite meal. And once again, this is one that you can make for yourself very cheaply. Whatever resources you have available, I believe you could. I'll check those in a minute, Craw. But yeah, this turned out excellent. We still have, about 4-5 more servings of this available. So I'm going to be containerizing all of this tonight to make sure that this is edible over a long span of time. But if I did my math right, I want to say this is going to be at least like 700 to 900 calories. It's going to have probably about 30 to 40-ish grams of protein. A fair bit of fat. I don't want to quantify that. But a good amount of starches too, because you are getting rice. And also some fibers, because there is the veggies in it. So yeah, we'll be checking for someone to raid in a moment. We want to thank Desolar and Lala for raiding us. You should go check them out. I know I'm going to be hitting up Desolar a little later. You should check out Jay. Jay is a good friend of ours. Jay's actually how we met Loveless and Quantos. So, yeah. But we will be back again. Technically tomorrow for me. I didn't go past midnight. Hooray! The other thing too is if you're concerned, you can always cut down the amount of rice you eat a little bit, and you can always cut down the amount of meat a little bit. If you are calorie counting, you can also increase the amount of meat to rice ratio, as well as increase the amount of veggies, because those are going to be dietary fiber, which is effectively a net negative calorically. Yep. Oh, thanks, Carl. No, you. Yeah, we'll check in a minute. So, that's the other thing, too. When you cook for yourself, it's not a bespoke meal. You can adjust it as you need to. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm going to be eating this some more in a little bit and containerizing the rest. So, the other thing, too, though, I do want to say on calories is, remember, as long as you are staying at least moderately active and you are doing, you are staying at least moderately active and the caloric intake is a little better for you, then that actually is going to be turned into like just body fat a little less. So it's also just the quality of eating, because if you're eating food that is of, like, obviously if you're eating like a lot of processed foods and whatnot, then that can lead to some weight gain if that is a concern. But yeah. That's the other thing too. Craw brings up a good point. Remember that about 1,000 calories a day is literally just your body maintaining homeostasis. More in extreme weather conditions. So if it is very cold or very hot where you are, your body actually increases its basal metabolic rate just to stay alive, because it needs to either sweat or it needs to warm itself more, or a mixture of the both. So remember, your basal metabolic rate is actually a large degree of your caloric burn. And if you are moderately more active after that, that's just going to help. And that's going to create a larger cushion of things if you are concerned about that. All right, once again, though, I am not a nutritionist, nor am I a personal trainer. If a nutritionist or a personal trainer or a someone who is more studied in sports medicine tells you different than me, please trust the person who is credentialed. I am just a goofy guy on the internet who cooks food. So, yes, if an actual professional who has done the math, who has done the studying and everything, and has done the research and knows a lot more than me, says something different than me, please trust the professional. I am just a goofy person on the internet who cooks food and plays video games. So, I would prefer you trust the professional on that. But let's see who's up. I might raid a new friend that
Your
we made.
warning has come too late. I've already codified what you said and started a cult around it.
No! Let's see. Checking to see if any. Who do we want to raid right now? Let's see. Yeah, I hope everyone has a great evening, great sleepies, great day. Hope you all have a great one. We'll be back again tomorrow to play to finish off Heartworm and maybe play a little Easy Delivery Company. Got hopefully a surprise for next Friday. We'll see. And if you miss us tomorrow, we'll be back again on Sunday for some co-op games. They're not cooking right now, so we'll switch to someone else. We could raid here. Yeah, we're gonna raid someone we haven't raided in a long time. So, one of my friends from Rat Server is currently playing Silent Hill 2 for the first time. So, looks like he's playing the original. So he's playing the original Silent Hill 2 for the first time. He is a pumpkin, possibly cannibal, which means that he eats other pumpkins. But a huge horror fan. So we are going to go spook him. This is Silent Hill 2. So should I say it? I should say it. This is a robot raid. Put the wife in the bag. That's because spooky people are the best. And if I were to I would tell my niece and nephew, if you get lost, trust punks or goths above most other people. Spooky people know what it's like, know that life is tough, and even if they're they will typically help out a small child because they are good people. Okay. So we're gonna go raid Enigmas. Once again, we will be back again tomorrow. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning and containerizing tonight. So I hope you all have a great night. All right. There we go. Night, everyone. Oh, it's a reference to the game. Night all. And yes, a husband can be a wife.